experience. And once you mastered everything, master your life, share it. Share it with people and make sure you teach whatever you can teach. But don't sit there. Welcome to Deep Bites with Sony Blaze, where we take deeper bites on subjects that we discussed on Deep Talk with Sony Blaze. I am your very knowledgeable host, Sony Blaze. Let's take a deeper bite. Oh, doing that relaxed me. So today on Deep Talk Bites from Sony Blaze, we're going back into the subject. We're talking about once you master yourself or master your life, share with others. Right after these breaks on Deep Bites with Sony Blaze. What up? Welcome to my corner of the universe. If you want to sit there and advertise for Deep Talk with Sony Blaze and have your products or services be placed here, let us handle it for you. So doesn't matter if you're a small business, you're a big business, you got products, artworks, whatever it is, let SBC handle your workload, okay? Let us handle your workload. So go ahead and email us at sonyblazecorner.com and we'll get that to you as soon as you can. Peace. Welcome back to Deep Bites with Sony Blaze, where we get to have deeper bites on subjects that we discuss on Deep Talk with Sony Blaze. I am your very knowledgeable host, Sony Blaze, and welcome to Deep Bites with Sony Blaze. Let's take a deep bite. Well, I think I messed up on the line, but we're getting better at this. We're getting better at this. But if you watch a bit of the video earlier, and also you can watch the whole short down in the bottom as well as the actual episode down in the bottom as well too. If you don't see those links, please let me know and I just comment. Also, let's go ahead and get straight to it though, man. Once you master your life, share their experience with others, okay? Once you master your life, share with others. What I mean by that, see, there's this thing that's called life. So when it comes to life, like we tend to kind of float when it comes to life. We're just floating along, and we tend not to have a particular direction, as you want, I should say, or we don't have a pretty much a general idea which way to really go when it comes to our life. But then certain matters, subjects, events comes into our life and change the direction of our life. I try to say in a very knowledgeable way, I can't even fucking say it. But what I'm just trying to say is the direction of our life, it ends up changing because of a certain situation. And not a lot of times, I don't know what's the statistic of it. So a good amount of us, we use that to actually master our lives, master what things to do and not to do. And once we start to master our life, we start to live a lot better for ourselves. And the thing is, the experience that you have, because let's be real, like you're going to have lots of knowledge and things that you have learned after the hiccup or the whatever may happen comes up, and you start to realize certain things that you have picked up to live better for yourself. And what you can do with the experience and the knowledge that you have after those experiences that you went through, you can sit there and share with others and whatsoever, and that's the thing, share with others. So you're probably asking yourself, so why is it important to share your knowledge with others? Well, let's really think about this as well. let's think about this. So, first of all, there might be someone that's out there who's probably dealing with that same exact situation that you're in. Maybe there's somebody who's who's depressed and they don't know how to actually live better from this something. They probably like live somewhere like in in California or Alaska or some let's say Alaska, and they don't have too much individual to relate to. So what it comes into your perspective. Because see, the thing is, let's really just go more of that is because your perspective. Let's say you also living in, you know, um, well, did I say Alaska or Arkansas? One of those A's. So let's say Alaska. So let's say you start to maybe go out and start to put out content. Maybe it's TikTok. Maybe it's Instagram, Facebook. Maybe it's YouTube. And with your perspective, you teaching people how you got yourself out of a situation. And the thing is since it's your perspective, the person who's in there watching it, who's also in in Alaska, probably start to see the issue that he has, the problem, from a different lens, and learn how to break out of that situation that she's in. And the reason why that happens because of your perspective. Because perspective is really big when it comes down to it. It's just like that meme that pops up in the internet. You've probably seen this once or twice, if you've seen it or not. But basically, you see two guys. You see one guy right here, one guy over here, and in the middle of them, they see a number. Now, one guy he say, "Oh, that number's a 6," and the other guy that's number a 9, and basically what that mean was telling you is it's all about perspective. There is no wrong answer. It's all about perspective, because one person might be seeing something different than you are, and when it comes down, it also works with solutions as well too. There's might be a solution that you have that a person that never actually seen before. So with your perspective, it might give some better insight into wherever the situation, thing, or whatever that person is actually dealing with. And when it comes down to it, I mean, it's whatever. Now, after all that, now with this knowledge and stuff that you go ahead and you're giving out, whether it's paid, free, whatever, you may never know who you're going to inspire with what you share, with what the experience that you share. You may never know that the next person that you inspire with might be the next, Bill Gates, or maybe the next, Shakespeare. What I'm saying is the knowledge and the effort that you've done and that you put in, you may never know who that's going to help out at the end of the day. It might be even somebody to actually help you on your endeavors, into your endeavors. Man, for some apparent reason, I can't actually articulate some of these words I'm trying to actually speak. So definitely we're going to use Deep Talk with Sony Blaze so I can articulate my words in a better manner. But back to it, like I said, with the experience and stuff like that, with the experience that you have, you may never know who you're going to inspire. You may never know, you might inspire the next billionaire, the tech person. It just doesn't matter, and that's how the universe works. It's just some random thing might be something that helps somebody else out. Just like that old saying goes: one man's trash is another man's treasure. And I was about to say one man's treasure is another man's treasure. It's not that. So anyways, when it comes down to it though, man, it's just share those experiences that you have, because you may never know who's going to help out around the end. So, yeah. Anyways, that's about it for this episode of Deep Bites with Sony Blaze. We're gonna get even better at this as well too. So hopefully y'all enjoyed these episodes. We're gonna keep on putting them out, and also Deep Bites with Sony Blaze comes out every not Wednesday, Fridays and Mondays. Every Mondays and Fridays. Anyways, thank you for joining my corner universe.